The Boston trainer came out to have a look, and for the moment anyway, the base umpire has a good view. Here we go. Rupert Jones to lead things off. Hits the first pitch in the air to deep center field. Henderson goes all the way back, and we start with a 415-foot out. Is that an omen or what? The Angels are wondering. 0-1 the count. The Angels with their 7th different batting order, and a good bunt by Wilfong, who does this a lot, but Boggs is equal to the task.
A little handshake from Roger Clemens, and the reason that Wade Boggs is easy to make it. Can you be aggressive? You can be aggressive at Clemens. You don't have much time to make up your mind.
Buckner does it himself, and the Angels are done in the top of the first. After a half, California nothing, and the Red Sox coming up. John Candelaria, they call him the Candy Man. He'll be on the mound.
Pitching anywhere. The ball doesn't bother me. Talking about the left field wall here in Fenway, if I can make my pitches.
Down to short. Schofield stays with it. Boggs is gone. 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Schofield very steady through this series. And here comes Barrett.
First in the elbow. Started out the season. 2 starts. Went on the disabled list. Had his elbow operated on.
Down to third, and DeCinces guns him down 2 away. And then there was Clemens.
Well, Clemens, 1984, only hitting 186 for the whole season off him, so he's very tough. And
Chopper fielded by Wilfong. He gets him 3 grounders in a 1-2-3 inning, and we go to the second. No score.
40, even if I want to play, and I probably will want to play, I have to be wanted.
As DeCinces starts the second inning, he hits a grounder to short, and he is thrown out by Spike Owen. 1 away. Reggie.
143 in the first game. As you take another look at the high slider, a little bit out of the strike zone. 134 the next time.
Broken bat, bouncer to short, and Owen has trouble with it, but still gets it. Spike momentarily had trouble extricating the ball from his glove, but still is able to throw him out as the call is made by Larry McCoy. To center field, and Henderson misread it, but has time to recover. It was a broken bat, I think, and Henderson had time to charge in and make the play. And now he has to go with Burleson as his second baseman, a right-handed hitter. And in the bottom of the second inning, Jim Rice starts things by grounding it toward the hole. Nice play by Schofield, but a bad throw into the dugout, and they give him second base.
Nine-game hitting streak in postseason play.
Sharply, base hit. Rice had to hold up, and thus he'll be held at third. Runners at first and third. Nobody out.
And if he hits it on the ground, so you figure, even though Evans strikes out a lot, Baylor will keep you out of a double play.
And ball 4, and Boone is furious over the call. Absolutely furious.
Well, this is an emotional call from Bob Boone. He stood up.
That's grounded slowly to second, fielded by Burleson, and the only play is first. 1-0 Boston. No chance for a double play on a ball hit very slowly, so Burleson had to make sure of at least 1 out.
Waving the towel, something you touched on last night. They don't have the scoreboard, as you see, an intentional walk.
Loaded, and now you can truly play your infield at double play depth.
Most likely trying to hit the ball right back up the middle, and ball to the right side, stays out of double play and gets a run in.
Popped up, big out, infield fly, so it's an automatic out, and Burleson makes it official. So 2 down, and now Boggs is loaded, 2 down, 1-0 Boston in the second. would have meant 1 out, but 2 with Baylor going and Boone throwing down to second. Hit sharply. Burleson is there, gets the force, but the Red Sox send 8 into the plate. 3 unearned runs, and at the end of 2, it's Boston 3, California nothing. The starter had his knee responded, but it didn't. Seaver still rehabilitating and hopeful of being activated for the series if they get there. Clinch goes down swinging. So Bobby is gone. Clemens has his first strikeout, and Bob Boone will be the batter.
Get his curveball, a little bit of a split-fingered pitch, doesn't throw it as hard as Mike Scott, and also his slider over. So you really can't sit on one pitch.
Hit sharply, and a great play by Barrett. There's that man again to Owen, back to first, not in time. Marty Barrett. And the World Series starts at Shea Stadium Saturday. Hit down the line, and that's a fair ball, and carrying in the corner. Evans knows how to play it and holds him to a single as he throws in behind him, and down to third goes Jones.
He doesn't swing as hard, tries just to make contact, something he was thinking about that night. Tries to go back up the middle.
Popped up and playable for Bill Buckner. And he holds on to it after an anxious moment. Broken bat, hit softly, backhanded, no play. And so Buckner, and he's hobbling in the second inning. Shallow center field. Here comes Pettis on the run, and he's there. So 1 down in the bottom of the third inning with Stapleton still at first base and Don Baylor. And Baylor hits one to deep left field to the wall, and Pettis leaps up, can't make the catch, but Downing tracks it down, and Stapleton stops at third on a double by Baylor. Stapleton had to wait.
You want to make your pitch or pitch around Evans?
Took something off it, grounded to short. Runners hold. Schofield gets him. Good pitch. Evans grounds out, and runners are still at second and third. And now it's Gedman who grounded out. Oh, and that hit him, and he was ready to swing at it. So Gedman gets hit, and now Mock and DeCinces are arguing with the third base umpire, Nick Bremigan, and Bremigan will come in, and is it a foul ball or what?
What they're saying is the ball hit him in the act of swinging.
Determine whether or not it was a strike or whether he was trying to get out of the way in the process. And now here comes McNamara because they get the overrule or they get the ruling after help. And Gedman's going to argue this one as well with McNamara. And now McNamara is going to have it out with Bremigan. And Reniak comes over to get Gedman out of the way. It hits him. It looked like he was coming around. It's the type of thing, obviously, if it doesn't hit him, it's a strike.
Batter.
Now the crowd wants a balk, but John had stepped off the mound, no balk. And gets him swinging. Another bizarre inning. So what else is new? End of 3-0. Top of the fourth inning, and Reggie Jackson to lead things off. Jackson, DeCinces, and Schofield. And Reggie hits a weak grounder to second, and Barrett guns him down. And Reggie's woes mount. He is 5 for 24. Clemens has 1 strikeout. Now he has 2. Grounded out in the second inning. Shot down to Stapleton. And he wins the race to the bag. And Clemens Clemens has a 1-2-3 inning. We played 3.5 in Game 7. Boston 3, California nothing.
Back towards the strike zone instead of away, and when he made that motion with his hand, ball's running down and away. You don't want to move it back. You want to move it towards the plate.
To deep center field, going all the way back is Pettis to the fence, leaps and drops the ball. And Henderson is around second and goes to third. Just looking at it with a naked eye. Time Don has been throwing. And it's a looper to shallow right. Here comes Jones, and he can't make the play. And Henderson scores, and it's 4-zip.
About left-handed pitchers. Best record in the league at 28-18 against left-handed starters, Boston.
Shallow center. Pettis hesitated, but has plenty of time to come in and make the catch. And that's the second down. So 2 gone now in the bottom of the 4th inning. Stapleton, who played so sparingly this year, with a runner going, takes the pitch high, and Boone's throw is not in time. And a big, big jump for Spike Owen that time. He stole that one on the Candyman.
So you want to make sure that maybe you use another sign, and this is a down 4 runs, a big out.
Runners go, pitch is a curve into deep left field, and gone. Because in the 7th game, it's starter and staff. Don starting in Game 4 Saturday. And he gets him swinging. But in the inning, the Red Sox score 4. 7-0 at the end of 4. In 1919, but he pitched for the Black Sox, so he was trying to lose. Grounded to the right side. And Barrett throws him out. 1 gone in the 5th inning.
Percentage for second baseman. 30 home runs at 79.
Ooh. And Clemens coming down off the mound to apologize, if nothing else.
Not the easiest way to get on base, but
1 ball, 1 strike. Line drive, base hit into center field, and Grich will pull in at second. So runners at first and second now, with 1 out in the 5th inning. Angels trying to get it stirred up.
In fact, I would believe that all 20 pitches are breaking balls, so every pitch he's thrown is well into the 90s.
Fly ball to shallow left field. Rice is there, and that takes care of Jones. And there are 2 down with Grich at second and Boone still at first. And Rick Burleson. Broken bat, looper. Easy play for Barrett. Angels waste another threat. Leave 2. They've stranded 5. 7-0 Red Sox after
game and go on to 310. He always had that as a goal. So I would imagine he would be back.
And he gets Evans looking on a pitch on the inside corner, and so Sutton has come out of the bullpen and struck out the 2 men he has faced. An inning, and Schofield's throwing error, of course, to start the inning. But then, with runners at first and third, as it Squiver is short hop by DeCinces, and that takes care of Gedman for the out, and we'll see Henderson. But with first and third, 3 or 2 and 2 actually, with the rest, as they say, is history. And the 5th inning is history as DeCinces pulls it in, and Boston is gone. On to the 6th in Game 7, 7-0 Bo Sox. ERA champion in the league and almost a strikeout champion. Mark Langston beat him out at the end. And it's hit in the air to right field and a base hit for Downing. So Bryan starts things with a single. The Angels have had a couple of threats. They had 2 on, 2 out.
10 years ago or 15 years ago. So he's trying to outthink Clemens.
Ground ball, great stop by Boggs. Throws to second, yes. What a play.
To the dugout, all because of one play. Could have been second and third very easily.
Comebacker, Clemens to Barrett, and even though there was some confusion, they still get the double play. It's Boston's night through 5.5. No question about that. They were both there and still turning. In fact, the Angels were a strike away, and they were for 4 pitches a strike away as Owen loops one in the center for a base hit. So Spike is on and Boggs comes up. Boggs is 1 for 3. And on the Prudential building, microscope on it. Do you remember that 2-0 pitch? I know there were a million things to remember Sunday. But in that circumstance, as Boggs hits a fly ball to left field, and Downing is there, and he makes the catch. And if you really want to go back and pick that game to its very nub, and there is Henderson, the big hero on Sunday. Barrett, 0 for 3. High drive, left field, Downing, base of the wall, and makes the catch by the numbers. 2 down. Don Sutton in relief of John Candelaria. The sensei to Burleson. So Sutton doing the job out of the bullpen, but we've played 6 and it's still 7-0
in the helmet.
Ground ball, Barrett. 1 away. Coup de grace in the 4th inning. Pettis is 0 for 2. Sharply hit, knocked down by Owen, recovers, and no, you're not going to get Gary. A mere mortal, yes, but not Pettis.
Great volleyball player. Talking about the 95-mile-per-hour fastball. You can imagine it would be tough to finish games with that kind of work schedule.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Popped up. And in foul ground, here comes Stapleton as Clemens gets out of the way with a little hook slide. And the Red Sox are 6 outs away. 7th inning stretch. Boston 7, California nothing. Don Sutton working in relief. Driven to center, but right to Pettis. 1 up and 1 down, and Baylor comes up. Got to set the Red Sox season in perspective here. When the year began, would finish about 5th because the division was so very tough. Led by defending champion Toronto. Baylor whacks it into left center field, and Pettis makes the catch here. And Evans comes up. And there are 2 down. But you had Toronto and you had and Evans drills it to left field and down the line, and that one is gone. Hits the top of the wall and goes over. To get them. Lifted to left, and Downing out by the lights makes the catch. And in the 7th inning, the Red Sox on the homer by Evans increase their margin.
No certainty, but I think that most of the Red Sox fans expect, as we see a base hit up the middle by Jones, expect to be playing the World Series here next week. You're starting in the weekend in New York. It brings a question tomorrow. I would really think, and this is the reason.
Al Michaels, Jim Palmer, Fenway Park. Calvin Schiraldi comes out of the bullpen. Rupert Jones at first base and nobody out. And it's a little looper into shallow right field. Barrett goes out, can't make the play, still tries for the force and nearly gets it. But Jones gets in there. So first and second. To left field, and Rice has to play the carom, so there goes the shutout as Jones scores, and on the play Burleson goes to third. So it's 8-1, and all of a sudden it's Schofield at the plate. Lifted to right, routine for Evans. Angels get a run, 3 hits. It's 8-1 Boston in the middle of the 8th. Donnie Moore now comes in to pitch. Don Sutton did a nice job in relief. 3 outs away from the World Series as Henderson starts things by driving one toward right center, and Pettis comes flying over and makes the catch.
Incredible thing is he makes it so easily.
Is hitting .450 in the championship series, 9 for 20. Schofield gathers it, gets him. 2 down. Again, the keys in tonight's game. You go back, Schofield's throwing error.
Or a couple of cortisone shots to get out to the mound yesterday.
Schofield, an erratic hop, but he stays with it, gets him. And now we go to the 9th. And now Fenway stands as 1 again. Will you ever forget the look on Schiraldi's face? The Red Sox are trying to go from last rights to the World Series. And they do.